Hi guys! Today I'm going to show you how to make Dollar Tree willow snowman wreaths. These are some of my best sellers at my craft shows. It's usually these and the Deco Mesh candy canes. I cannot find any Deco Mesh at the Dollar Tree, so what I have for candy canes is what I have, and I think I only have one left to sell, so I had some willow wreaths hanging around, so I'm going to make 3 of these guys, hopefully to supplement the gaps in my display. So I'll show you what you're going to need. You're going to need willow wreaths. Let's see if I can. I'm not really good with this camera yet, guys. So basically, you need the small willow wreath and you need the big willow wreath. They also sell this kind, whatever color willow wreath you want, and you will need zip ties, which are my favorite thing to work with from Dollar Tree to make wreaths. I would say you need a hot glue gun. You can use E6000 as well. I prefer my glue gun. You're gonna need foam board or chipboard. I like foam board. This all comes from the Dollar Tree for $1, and you can get a good few hats out of this. You can see right here I've already cut some hat pieces. And then you will need felt. I use black for the hats. You will need a string of lights from Dollar Tree. This is a leftover Halloween one, but it will work. And then you will also need ribbon. Whatever ribbon you want is the ribbon that you use. So, basically the most work with this is his hat. So all I'm going to do is take these 2 pieces and cut the tags off. And then I'm just going to see what side of this lays the best, so he doesn't look too crooked, because none of these willow wreaths are really perfect. So I think I'm going to do this. And all you want to do here is just take your zip ties, make sure that the zippy part ends up in the back, and zip these together. It's kind of really easy. So now let's make his hat. So I have my little cutting thing down here. And you can really make this however you want to make it. I really just draw it. And just go with it. I don't think you can, there we go. So I'm just drawing with a gel pen here. And you don't have to worry about getting it perfect, because this is all going to get covered with felt anyway. So I'm going to take a razor blade. Again, you can cut this however you want to cut this, but I like doing it with a razor blade. Just be careful. Again, like I said, this does not have to look anything special. This is just a outline. Alright, so I'm going to fire up my glue gun and we'll come back for the next step. just basically want to make it easy for yourself to fold this stuff in. So let's start at the bottom. And I'm putting my hot glue on my foam board, not on my felt. So there's one. I'm going to do the top. Two. And be careful that that does not sink in, because it will hurt. And this is where you can just start trimming up your edges so you don't have excess. So I'm gonna finish, wow, my hot glue gun was in front of that the whole time. I'm gonna finish folding all this over onto the hat. You can see from the front, it'll take its shape. It's really not that hard. It's just all a matter of cutting it correctly. So I will cover this and we'll come. Alrighty, our hat is ready. I just have a clothespin holding this little piece right here. And this, if this happens, just take Sharpie and fill it in. It's not that big of a deal. There. So now I'm going to take a piece of ribbon. And I'm just going to put it like this, right across his hat. So I'm going to cut it just long enough so it can wrap around the back a little bit, but not by much. So again, little strip of hot glue, not a lot. And be careful, it is hot. I need a little bit up here. I like using big fat ribbon on this. I think it just looks cuter. Loop for the center of your bow. So now you're just gonna start making loops. I like a big bow to go on his neck. I think it just makes him look whimsical and adorable. So with this, you really don't have to be turning your ribbon around and around because it's the same on both sides. I love double-sided ribbon, albeit one side does look slightly different than the other, but not enough to really have someone go, oh, that doesn't look good. So I'm gonna do 3 loops on each side, and that's gonna be it. And I will take a pipe cleaner. So this is this. It looks sad right now, but we're gonna fix it. I'm gonna take a pipe cleaner and we're gonna go through it, and we're just going to secure the bow. Okay, so there's that. So this will make a nice big bow. All right, so we've got our bow. Now we're gonna make some tails, which I think this will be perfect tail, what I have left of this spool. So all I'm gonna do is take the 2 edges, or the 2 ends, put them together, fold it in half, and I will dovetail this. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna cut downward, and then we have a dovetail. So now we will take this, and we'll go to the back of our bow, and we will secure this. I don't like making bows with the tail already on it. It never. With our bow, that's why I previously said that you don't have to worry about really covering the zip ties, because we are going to cover them with the this ginormous bow. So I just think he looks so sweet with a big bow. Oh, there we go. So he's got a big bow now. So now let's put his hat on, because his hat needs to go on before we put his lights on. And without fail, I just stuck my hand in flaming hot glue. All right, so here's our hat. And I don't know if you can see this. All we're gonna do is skew it to one side. And what I'm gonna do for that is, use another zip tie, and I'm gonna hot glue the zip tie to the hat going this way, and then we're gonna zip it around his head like this. So I'll be back once I do that. His hat is now secured to his head. I've secured it with a lot of hot glue, and I also tied 2 pipe cleaners onto it just to hold it until it's fully dry. So now what I usually do is I take the battery pack and I like to glue it behind his hat. I don't know if you can see. So behind his hat right here. Because the lights, if you run them down his head, don't actually start until, let's see if I can show you, until they get to his body. So this is all just going to be dummy string right here. So again, hot glue, Gorilla Hot glue. I'm going to put hot glue on the side that does not have the screw for the battery pack. I've done that before. And put it this way. Just gonna lay it flat right on the back of his hat. So while that's drying, I'm just gonna take this and weave them into the willow. All right, I'm gonna wrap that little cord right around the whatchamacallit, what word am I looking for? The zip tie. Good gosh. So now all I'm gonna do is take this string of lights and wrap it around the big part of his body. No rhyme or reason. I'm doing it pretty loosely. We want enough lights to go around the entire of his bottom, so you don't want them spaced too close together or too far apart. And the last one, I will just stick through his body, wind it around, and come back out again. And that is secure. I normally don't use this like twinkle light material one. It has like wire in the cord, but this actually works out pretty nicely. I was in a panic earlier because I ran out of the clear Christmas lights, and I knew I had a bunch of Halloween, but I thought I had all orange, but these were all colored, so that was a nice surprise. So now he's all lit up, and there we go. So that is our finished product, minus the pipe cleaners up here.